Hello, Tarot Tube. This is Tammy Pie, and I'm coming to you with a new VR. This is hashtag mid-year tarot tag, and it's brought to us by Spirited Stardust. So go check her out if you have the time. This is one of those booktube things that gets turned into a tarot tube thing, which I'm so here for. You know what I love is when they do the makeup ones, because I don't look at booktube, but I do look at makeup tube all the time. Okay, so number one, my favorite deck out this year. I think this was out this year. I don't know when things are published. But this is the favorite deck that came out this year that I like. This is, right now I'm filming on August 20th, a smoky Sunday here in Eastern Washington. And today is the day that Tiera May's Kickstarter campaign ended. So this is my favorite deck that I've gotten this year. I am so psyched about this deck. I love it. It is such a new experience for me. I was watching, was it Mistress Ray? I think I was watching Mistress Ray this morning. And she was talking about Moonchild and the new Moonchild Shadow Edition. Sure enough does have a little Tiera May action in it. If you have that edition, check it out and you will definitely see where she has done a little taping in and cutting out of the eyes. All right, so this is my favorite. This is my favorite thing this year. It is just yummy, delightful, delicious. Yeah. The Ritual Tarot. So I'm certain there will be more decks after the Kickstarter, but if you missed it, sorry. All right, my favorite new deck. Now, new is that's a question, isn't it? What is new? This isn't a new deck, really, but it was new to me, and it's one that I had no intention of getting. But I started, down the Thoth rabbit hole. I mean, I started out with Thoth, but there's all these really cool Thoth-inspired decks that are around. And what should inspire us more than the Deck and Walk? I love a vulture card. Can we just have more vultures in general? This looks like the cathedral in Santa Fe a bit. I just love the court cards. I mean, wow. I am 100% in for graven images. I did not realize how much I would connect to the bees. And it's just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. I mean, wow. I didn't believe people that were coming on and saying it's wonderful, it's gorgeous, because, I mean, there's a million wonderful, gorgeous decks out there, right? But this is really very cool new deck. To me, it wasn't even new. It was new used, but yeah. Sacred Bee Tarot. And who is this by? This is by, come on, give me your name. Kelly Burton. That's right. All right. So happy to have gotten that one. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Most anticipated release this year. And I'm going to go with Kim Krans's Alchemy deck, because I was really excited for this. This is, I think, the last deck she's going to do. I mean, who knows? What do we know, right? So I got it not as soon as it came out, but not too terribly long. I mean, these days I kind of am. This is one. So all the rest of them are super full of stuff. But with the void, I just put magnetic and shift. So quiet, such a quiet card. I can't begin to describe how wonderful this deck is. It made me realize that alchemy is, and then of course for chaos, we gotta have it everywhere. That the alchemy was within as well as without. I had not gotten that. And Alchemical Tarot was one of my first. Why didn't I put that together? I don't know. But yeah, I'm very excited to have this. Very excited to mod it. Very excited to use it. Play with it. Oh, I think I'll do a spread maybe with ritual in this. Or maybe this and sacred beat. Oh my God. They all play well together. All of these different decks. I don't want to get into it because if I did, I would just start playing and never stop. Okay, biggest disappointment. You know, I really don't often get totally disappointed by decks anymore, because in my collector journey, I am a little smarter. I don't just go off and buy something because my favorite YouTuber said that it was a good idea. But I was kind of looking at this deck, and it was all about the juicy colors and the weird artwork. And my friend, who got me the Ritual Tarot, said, well, I have this deck. I can't sell it, but I'll give it to you. And I was like, okay, I've always wanted to check it out. But this is a really well done forgery. And so it's a huge disappointment. This is how you tell the edges. But even so, I am able to look at this artwork and know that it wasn't printed to the artist's hopes, and that when a reprint does come out, I think I really want the real one, because the artwork is really beautiful. But this particular version is kind of faded out. And also it's a forgery, and we hate forgeries. So that was my biggest disappointment. Forgery decks. Oh, what a drag. God, the bad vibes. Ew. Biggest surprise. This was just really a surprise for me, because I had been walking around Portland, seeing this in the mass market, like at the bookstore and at a couple meta stores, and I was like, no, 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 no. But when I saw it as an indie deck without the big box and the keywords and on this cardstock, I just like this cardstock. Also, it's weird. It is barely tarot because there are, I believe, 6 suits, and each suit is just an ace and a bunch of court cards. And you know that's going to drive people nuts. And even that is put together in a weird way. But the beauty of this deck, in my opinion, is that he took the Bosch artwork and built a system around it rather than trying to shove artwork into the system, which I thought was pretty cool. I am kind of a fan, more so now than ever, of old Travis McHenry. He's just done some really innovative and unusual things, and I'm here for it. Okay, so the Bosch Tarot, that's the indie version. And a deck crush. Okay, if you've been watching my Instagram, which the last few days I haven't been very active, but I have been doing tons of stuff with this one, and I just love her. This is the new I Am the Artist Tarot by Sakki-Sakki. And you don't know until you're sitting in front of these images, but they really, each one is really beautiful. And they're so different. I am still just really pulling things out and enjoying just spending a lot of time with this deck. And what's a deck crush if not this is the one that you want to pick up all the time? You just want to, you know, shuffle it, to lay it out, to look at things one card at a time. And that is I Am the Artist Tarot by Sakki-Sakki. So, next, what tarot deck made you cry this year? Really, there were a couple. But this one, it's special. It's special artwork. Let's see if I can show different cards from the same ones that I continuously show because I'm always trying to sell this one. I just think more people should give it a try because this deck is so deep and delicious and friendly, but it has popped up. Oh, that's one of them. And, you know, brought tears to my eyes. There have been a few cards that were just so... This one, oh, look at that. I've heard somebody say that they didn't like this. I love this cherry card. I'm such a weirdo. Love that Three of Cups. Yes, please. Here's Death. Eight of Water. And it's just, oh God, I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. You can't believe how emotional. This deck is really emotional for me. Okay. Happy. What deck made me happy? And mostly it makes me happy because I have wanted this deck for years. Giselle showed it on her weird decks, and I was so excited because I knew that it was coming to my house. And this is the Madame Lydia Willamina's Tarot Monsters Macabre and Autumn Scenes. And I think I'm going to do like an unfair comparison with this and Touchstone. Because I'll be darned if there isn't a couple of the same pieces of artwork in this deck that are in Touchstone. Or there might be an influence of angels, but I don't have that one. Yeah, just, I love it. I'm so happy. I'm so happy to finally have her in my collection. I'm really pretty psyched. Yeah. This one made me happy, and it continues to make me happy. I'm happy right now. Happy, happy, happy. Super happy. Okay. And that one is by Bethalynne Bajema at the Attic Shop, I believe. And just keep an eye out. She does do like pre-orders every once in a while. All right, my most beautiful deck. I'm going to give you two decks here. I think Tabula Mundi is just a stunner. I'd heard from other YouTube Thoth heads how much they love it and how beautiful the artwork is. And you just don't know until you're holding it, really, how deeply you're going to connect. And interestingly enough, it isn't always like people's favorite cards that just knock my socks off. Some of these minors are just really, wow. They're just beautiful. So that is the Tabula Mundi, Coloris Arcanus, I believe, and Meleen. Brilliant. Really great deck. And then I got this mass market deck, which I had been meaning to get. I saw a couple of people get it, and it influenced me. Got my son to buy it for me, but I knew I would like this deck. I didn't know how much I would like this deck. I don't love the blinginess in a lot of cards, but this blinginess is just different. It just belongs in the artwork. And I love it. this. This got to be the most beautiful mass market deck. I mean, wow. Particularly for a like in the style of Klimt, because it isn't really Klimt, right? They just get an artist to copy Gustav Klimt's stuff. Art by AA Atanassov. All right. So this leaves question 10. I believe it's, what deck are you looking most forward to having this year? And I'll tell you, there are so many. There's always many decks, right? But I really wish that I was getting the new Bohemian Gothic, because I love the Bohemian Gothic. I think that the new stamping is going to be beautiful, but I have other places where I need to put my money, and I just can't afford to do another copy. Just like Ritual Tarot, I wanted the new one, but I can't afford to keep buying another edition and another edition, of the same deck. I'm not going to do it. But what I did do, which is pretty much going against what I just said, is I broke down, and I'm really looking forward to getting this because I have wanted one of these for years. I got a greenie off of eBay. So I will be getting next week my first Thoth greenie. And I am so stoked. I am beyond excited. Yay me. I love Thoth. It's so good. Look at this page of air. All these cards are so alive. Ugh. Yes, please. Yes. Okay, so I'm getting Greeny, and I wish I was getting the new BoGo, but I'm not. And that's it for me. The end of the mid-year tarot tag. And thank you for coming.